This is going to be worth your time.
Heard it here first, folks. Stigma that prevents women from coming forward about domestic abuse, men's fault.
Yeah, this is not about Chris.
Stigma that prevents men from coming forward about domestic abuse, also men's fault.
So I'm Neil, I'm an English prof. I specialize in representations of masculinity and race.
Masculinity and race. I hope you don't tell a black guy what he should feel.
And I'm hoping that this is not the first time that the people who follow you have heard this.
No, it's not.
Because it's actually largely true. Because both men and women are discouraged from talking about intimate partner abuse, sexual assault, by...
He's not, is he?
Patriarchy.
He did.
And this is simply how all oppressive social systems operate. White supremacy, heteronormativity.
He says like no liberation, change or acceptance is, a thing these days.
We are all disciplined and punished when we step outside of our prescribed roles.
Which cannot be said this day and age. There's about 50 odd genders.
So women are discouraged from talking about abuse because it threatens the moral authority of men to lead, to wield power.
But who do women talk to more?
And men are discouraged from talking about it because it threatens their position, our ability to hold power.
Who discourages men to open up more?
And of course, we are all individuals and we negotiate different relationships to patriarchy.
So we're all individuals, but we're systemic. What are you, a horoscope?
But that is the system in which we exist.
Are the ones who have been the most vocally supportive of Johnny Depp through this whole situation. To the point where the person in the video that I responded to felt the need to make that goofy-ass video complaining about it in the first place.
So this is a misrepresentation of Kira's argument, at least in the video that you originally stitched.
Have you seen the lady's content? Dude, you're wide off the mark. She's a very sexist lady.
Because what she says is that most men are not actually vocalizing support for Johnny Depp, but rather opposition to Amber Heard.
Hey, I stitched that video also, with 4.5 million views, and most of the men are saying, I wish I had that justice. And so many women are wishing the same for the men that went through DV. Like I did, that had no justice. You're talking nonsense.
That this is not about supporting other men. It is about attacking women.
Oh, good Lord, no. The video that I made got so many views because of the following statement that I made, apparently. This is what I've been told. And so many women and so many men are supportive of it. And you are undoing it with your nonsense. And the fact that you have over 300,000 followers and your concern is what impact will it have on women instead of how good will it make it for all victims to be heard. It's insane.
And again, this is where patriarchy, where misogyny rears its ugly head.
Your video so far has suppressed the feelings of men, and you're talking about toxic masculinity and patriarchy. Do you not see the irony?
Because defending Johnny Depp would mean that we are okay with men being victims.
Are you saying it's not okay for men to be victims? No one should be a victim. But God forbid a man be one. What?
And within the logic of patriarchy, of toxic masculinity, we are not.
You've just proven that you're worse than the ideology of the toxic masculinity that you apparently talk about. Oh!
And this is why the jokes, the memes, are not about Johnny, they are about Amber.
Most of the memes are about Amber's lawyer. Someone tell me otherwise. The second most amount is how cool Johnny is with the whole situation. The only memes about Amber was about her shitting into a bed and wearing the same clothes as him.
The discussion is not, largely anyway, how Johnny is in need of support because that could make him look weak.
You're saying he's not getting the support because it makes him look weak, when in reality, he's getting the support because none of us have been in the position to get the justice that we deserve, but you're putting out a message to suggest that men are weak if they support other men, if they go through that. You, and I don't use this term ever, but you are literally the part of the problem that you're trying to be the apparent solver of. Wow.
But instead on how awful and untrustworthy Amber is.
Because she is. The evidence is there. What am I listening to?
And it is exactly that framing that causes people to worry that this has nothing to do with how men are sometimes victims of domestic abuse and everything to do with vilifying women.
As someone who has gone through domestic abuse and domestic violence, I want to thank you for your stupid video to help me highlight the stigma that we go through when we're trying to get justice, when we're trying to speak to people about it, because you are the person that we will not talk to because of the way you're thinking.
That the takeaway will not be that we need to believe men, but rather that we can't trust women.
We can't trust anyone, you idiot. Anyone can be an abuser. Anyone can be abused. What is your problem?
And that could in turn produce a chilling effect and discourage even more women from coming forth and making accusations.
It could stop women from making accusations. There's a lot of false accusations. But let's not get into that topic. Are you trying to discourage men to come forward because it may stop women from coming forward, when you don't realise that anyone that is a victim of anything should be coming forward, regardless? I thought Kira's video was stupid. You've upped it.